All of Y Combinator's advice can be bundled up into 22 essential rules. In this video series, I will break down every single one of these rules that all startups should master. So stick around because you don't want to miss this next one.
If you aren't writing code or talking to users, you are wasting time. Everything else is fake work. My name is Arjun, CEO and founder of Doola, a Y Combinator-backed startup. Founders love conferences and coffee chats, but here's the thing. This is procrastination for the most part. I blocked my calendar one day, and I actually went through and I asked myself, is this activity building product or selling product? And if it wasn't, I deleted it. And the harsh truth was, I had way too many events on my calendar that weren't either building the product or selling the product. So there's such a simple heuristic you can use. In your given day, are you building product or selling product? Are you writing code or talking to users? Code plus users equals growth. Everything else is a distraction. Now, the biggest thing here that I want to explain, and no one actually told me this, so I hope this hits you on the head and this comes at the right time. There is a shift that happens when you go from being a founder to a CEO. When you are a founder, let's say it's yourself or you have a co-founder or a few people, you literally have to do everything. So you yourself might be literally writing the code and literally talking to users, whether it's customer success or sales. And your output, and I think of output as activities times leverage, meaning what activities are you doing and how much leverage do they have? Your output is purely based on how many activities you can do. Talking to customers has a certain amount of leverage. Writing code has leverage. So the more hours you work and the harder you work, that is how you get a company off the ground. Now, this is what no one told me. At a certain point, you switch from becoming a founder to a CEO. And the difference here is that as a CEO, your job is now not to find oil. As the founder, you're finding oil. You're digging, you're digging, you're digging. Your job as the CEO now is to build the oil rigs. You found oil. How do you scale the process? How do you make it so that code can write itself without you writing, or sales happen without you selling? That might mean one day you have to go hire engineers. That might mean one day you have to write a standard operating procedure for how you send outbound cold emails and run a sales call while running sales training. The biggest shift that you have to now make at this point is that your output isn't from the same activities from before. Your activities and leverage could actually come from meetings. Meetings could be work. And what I love here is that you have to think of meetings as the medium by which managerial work gets done. I'll say this one more time. I used to think meetings were terrible because it wasn't the execution. It wasn't building code or talking to users. But at a certain point, the meeting becomes the leverage. So make that shift again. Founder to CEO, finding oil to building the oil rigs, activities to meeting/creating leverage. I'll give you one more analogy here. Think of building product or selling product like oxygen. For a startup, code and users, which should lead to revenue, are oxygen. Conferences, coffee chats, that's just luggage. If you go on a vacation and your bag doesn't make it, you know what you can do? Yeah, it kind of sucks, but you have clothes and you're alive and breathing, you can buy new clothes. But if you don't have oxygen in the new place you went to, you stop breathing and you die. Again, challenge for you. Look at your calendar for the upcoming week and ask yourself, am I building product or am I selling product? If you aren't, cut that off your calendar. That is why you need to focus on oxygen. Here's a challenge for you. Take a screenshot of your calendar, go into Figma or some tool or just print it out. Take a red marker and take a green marker. For anything on your calendar that is building product or selling product or enabling others to help build product or sell product, put a green circle around it. For anything on your calendar that isn't that, put a red X to it. Do that every single week and I guarantee your business will grow. That is rule number 7. To see the full set of 22 rules that make up the entire Y Combinator Pocket Guide, watch this video next.